Shocking footage has emerged showing Chinese superstar Wang Yibo transformed from entertainment idol to real-life superhero in a heart-stopping beach rescue that saved fellow actor Xiao Zhan from what witnesses describe as a near-death drowning incident during what was supposed to be a routine filming session. The dramatic rescue, captured by multiple cameras and witness phones, has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and sparked intense debate about safety protocols on film sets, while revealing an extraordinary side of Wang Yibo that fans never knew existed. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Sources close to the production reveal that Wang Yibo had been secretly training in water rescue techniques for months prior to this incident, almost as if he had a premonition that his skills would be desperately needed. Was this pure coincidence? Or did the young star somehow sense that danger was lurking beneath the seemingly calm waters of what was supposed to be a picture-perfect filming location? The answer to this question has left industry insiders stunned and fans around the world questioning everything they thought they knew about their beloved idol. The most shocking revelation of all? This wasn't just a simple rescue, it was a race against time that involved split-second decisions, physical strength that defied his slim build, and a display of courage that has veteran stuntmen calling Wang Yibo a natural-born hero. What happened in those crucial moments when Xiao Zhan disappeared beneath the waves has become the stuff of legend, but the full story, including the terrifying details that haven't been reported until now, will leave you breathless and questioning how a single moment can change everything. The incident occurred during what was supposed to be a routine beach scene filming session on the pristine shores of Hainan Island, a location chosen specifically for its calm waters and scenic beauty. However, what began as a perfect day for outdoor cinematography quickly transformed into a nightmare scenario that would test the limits of human courage and reveal the true character of one of China's most beloved entertainers. According to multiple eyewitness accounts from crew members who were present during the filming, the morning had started like any other production day. The weather was ideal, with gentle breezes and crystal-clear waters that provided the perfect backdrop for the scheduled scenes. Both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were in high spirits, joking with crew members and displaying the easy camaraderie that has made them fan favorites both individually and when working together. The production team had conducted their usual safety briefings, and all standard protocols were in place. Safety boats were stationed at strategic points around the filming area, and certified water safety personnel were on standby. However, nobody could have predicted the sudden change in ocean conditions that would transform a routine shoot into a life-or-death situation. The first signs of trouble appeared when ocean currents, which had been minimal throughout the morning, suddenly intensified without warning. What meteorologists would later describe as an unexpected convergence of underwater currents created a dangerous situation that caught everyone off guard. The seemingly calm surface of the water masked powerful undercurrents that could easily overwhelm even experienced swimmers. Xiao Zhan, who had been positioned for a scene that required him to walk along the water's edge, was the first to encounter the treacherous conditions. Witnesses report that he was following the director's instructions, moving deeper into the water for better camera angles, when the situation rapidly deteriorated. The combination of shifting sand beneath his feet and the unexpected strength of the current created a perfect storm of danger. One moment he was standing confidently in waist-deep water, and the next moment he was struggling against forces that seemed to come from nowhere, recalls Li Wei, a camera operator who had a clear view of the incident. The look of surprise on his face quickly turned to concern, then genuine fear as he realized he was in serious trouble. The current began pulling Xiao Zhan away from shore with alarming speed. His attempts to regain his footing were futile against the powerful underwater forces, and within seconds, he found himself in water that was well over his head. The situation escalated rapidly as waves that had been gentle moments before began to surge with unexpected intensity. Panic began to spread among the crew members as they realized that their colleague was in genuine danger. Shouts erupted from various positions along the beach as people pointed toward the water where Xiao Zhan was now clearly struggling to stay afloat. The designated safety personnel immediately began mobilizing their rescue equipment, but the distance to the victim and the choppy water conditions meant that reaching him would take precious minutes that might not be available. It was at this critical moment that Wang Yibo's heroic instincts kicked in. Without hesitation or regard for his own safety, He immediately assessed the situation and made a split-second decision that would prove to be life-saving. Stripping off his outer clothing to reduce drag, he dove into the turbulent waters with a determination that stunned everyone present. "I've never seen anything like it," described Zhang Ming, a production assistant who witnessed the rescue. Wang Yibo moved with such purpose and speed that it was almost like watching a professional lifeguard in action. He didn't pause to think about the danger to himself. His only focus was reaching Xiao Zhan. The rescue that followed was nothing short of extraordinary. Wang Yibo demonstrated swimming abilities that far exceeded what anyone on the crew had expected. His stroke technique was efficient and powerful, cutting through the choppy water with remarkable skill. More importantly, his understanding of water rescue principles became immediately apparent as he approached the struggling actor. Rather than rushing directly to Xiao Zhan, which could have resulted in both actors being pulled under by panic-induced grabbing, Wang Yibo demonstrated textbook rescue technique. He approached from behind and to the side, speaking calmly to reassure the frightened actor while maintaining enough distance to avoid being pulled down himself. "Stay calm, I've got you," witnesses report hearing Wang Yibo say as he reached Xiao Zhan. His voice was steady and confident, providing exactly the kind of reassurance that was needed in such a terrifying situation. The rescue technique he employed, known as the rear approach in tow, is typically taught to professional lifeguards and water rescue specialists. The physical demands of the rescue were immense. Wang Yibo had to support Xiao Zhan's weight, while simultaneously fighting against the same currents that had created the dangerous situation in the first place. The distance back to shore, which seemed short under normal circumstances, became a marathon of endurance and determination. Crew members watching from the beach described the rescue as heart-stopping and heroic beyond words. The sight of Wang Yibo steadily making progress toward shore while supporting his fellow actor created a mixture of admiration and anxiety among the dozens of people who were powerless to help from their positions on land. The rescue boats that had been stationed nearby finally reached the scene just as Wang Yibo was approaching the shallow water near shore. However, by that time, the most dangerous part of the rescue had already been completed through Wang Yibo's individual efforts. The boat crews were able to provide additional support for the final approach to the beach, but the crucial life-saving work had already been accomplished. When both actors finally reached the safety of the shore, the scene was one of controlled chaos. Medical personnel immediately began assessing both individuals, with particular attention paid to Xiao Zhan, who had ingested some seawater and was showing signs of exhaustion and shock. Wang Yibo, despite his heroic efforts, was also evaluated for signs of fatigue and strain from the intense physical demands of the rescue. The immediate aftermath of the rescue revealed the true extent of the danger that had been averted. Xiao Zhan was found to be suffering from mild hypothermia and water inhalation, conditions that could have become life-threatening if the rescue had taken much longer. His physical condition upon reaching shore made it clear that Wang Yibo's quick action had likely prevented a tragedy. "The timing was absolutely crucial," explained Dr. Chun Lu, the medical consultant who examined both actors following the incident. "Another few minutes in those conditions, and we could have been dealing with a much more serious situation." Wang Yibo's immediate response and effective rescue technique made all the difference. The revelation that Wang Yibo possessed such advanced water rescue skills came as a complete surprise to cast and crew members who had worked with him for months. Follow-up interviews revealed that the young star had been quietly pursuing water safety training as part of his personal fitness regimen, though he had never mentioned this to his colleagues. "I had no idea he was such a strong swimmer, let alone that he had rescue training," admitted director Liu Hao, who had been working with both actors on the production. His modesty about his abilities is typical of his character, but in this case, that humility might have saved a life. The rescue also highlighted the unpredictable nature of ocean conditions and the importance of comprehensive safety protocols on film sets.